Welcome to Friday Night Live. I am your host, Kat Carter, and I am so excited that you are here with me tonight. We're going to have an amazing time because I have an amazing lineup. Well, Friday Night Live is a positive platform where we come to inform, innovate, and inspire. And that's exactly what we plan to do. So we're going to start off with our encouragement corner, and it reads tonight, am I willing to give up what I have in order to be what I am not yet? If I were walking down an unfamiliar path and came to a fork in the road, would I know which way to turn? Would I hesitate and spend fruitless hours pondering, what if I went this way? Or what if I went that way? No. I won't become stuck at a crossroad because I always know my way in life when I turn to God and listen to divine guidance. During my times of prayer, I give thanks for the guidance I have received, and I'm always receiving. God knows my thoughts before I even think them, my actions before I take them. Whether or not I am fully aware of it, God has always been giving me just the guidance I need. I feel such confidence and security in knowing that wherever I go, God goes with me. I need never feel lost or alone, frightened or confused, because divine light and love shine before me, making my way clear. God is continually guiding me. Taken from the Daily Word, 365 days of love, inspiration, and guidance. All right, are you all ready to get your socks knocked off tonight? I have an amazing artist in the house. Oh yeah, are you ready? Are you ready? All right, let me tell you about my artist spotlights this week. Rob Holbert. Rob Holbert is a saxophonist and vocalist that has performed professionally for many years and has shared the stage with a cavalcade of stars. Opening for world-renowned acts such as the Average Right Band and jazz pianist Alex Bugnan, he has also performed with, recorded with, and or shared the stage with a vast and diverse number of performers such as Bobby Bland, gospel artist Tony Young West, Pieces of a Dream, Betty Wright, Dougie Fresh, I know who Dougie Fresh is, Red Young, the jazz educator Phil Wilson, former Tonight Show drummer Ed Shaughnessy, the P-Funk All-Stars, and there are so many, many more. With Rob, he possesses a strong sense of artistry and forward thinking that is consistently displayed across all music genres. Please welcome to Friday Night Live, my good friend, national recording artist, saxophonist, Rob Holbert.
Hey there, Kat. I got a song that I want to do. I've been working on it, trying to see if I can pull this off. Meet me on the moon soon as you can, in the middle of the sky, you and I, riding on a cloud, soft as you please. We can sail upon this breeze to the everlasting moment of love. Oh, I feel your symphony, so strong and so sure, it echoes all through me. I am so sure that we were meant to be here, sharing this love we share. Meet me on the moon. Oh, please don't be late. You know how I hate to wait, 'cause you're so great. Fly into my love, that's what I need, so my spirit can be free in the everlasting moment of love. Oh, I feel your symphony, so strong and so pure, it echoes all through me. I am so sure that we were meant to be here, sharing this love we share. You'll be my love, and I'll be yours too, as long as the sun wants a heaven. Tell me you'll be my love, and here's what we'll do. We'll skywrite our love through the heavens. The echoes of your love will sing through our lives, oh, forever, forever. I feel your symphony, so warm and so sure, it echoes all through me. I am so sure that we were meant to be here, sharing this love we share. Meet me, meet me on the moon. Meet me on the moon. Ooh, meet me on the moon. Soon as you can, in the middle of the sky, just you and I. Meet me, meet me on the moon. Meet me on. fast as you can. Meet me. Meet me on. I've never done that song before. Always wanted to do it. So you're the first one to ever hear it.
Are you serious? Oh, wait. Let me put some. There it is. Oh, Rob, that was beautiful. You know, you should have been here on February 14th.
Unfortunately, I have a gig on that night. So, yeah.
What was the name of that song?
Remember, I talked to you yesterday. I said I wanted to do like a Phyllis Hyman cover.
Yes.
Phyllis Hyman, Meet Me on the Moon.
Oh, I love Phyllis Hyman. She was one of my favorites.
Oh, the lady was awesome, just incredible.
Oh.
And, you know, her lyrics and the way she put things together and her delivery of the songs, it'll never be matched by anyone.
I agree. I agree. Yes, sir. Well, Rob, I am just so excited to have you on Friday Night Live. Thank you so much for that beautiful selection. I was looking at some of the comments. They were really enjoying the song. Yes.
I've never done the song, never even rehearsed it, to be honest with you. I just wanted to do it for a long time. So there we go.
We feel so honored that Friday Night Live, you spotlighted it on the Friday Night Live show. Woo!
Exclusive. Good or bad, I don't know. We'll see.
Exclusive. Yes. Okay. So I got some questions for you. You ready for your questions?
Let's do it.
Okay. What first got you into music, or what inspired you to start playing the saxophone?
You know, I've always been interested in music because I come from kind of a musical family. My mom sang and played piano in the church. My dad sang in the church. My sister is an opera singer. She's retired from the Houston Grand Opera. She sang.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. She was really good. She traveled the world doing opera. My brother sang. So when I started playing music in elementary school, you know, we played all the usual stuff, you know, the bells and whatever they had in elementary school, auto harp and things like that. And I got into the 7th grade. Now, the story goes like this. My dad, who was a great vocalist, but he didn't pursue music as a career. He just sang in the choir. But he loved the saxophone. And he never had a saxophone. He always wanted to play one. So when I got into the 7th grade, he had a friend of his who was our band director. They were good buddies. And the friend was a saxophone player. His name was Thomas McLean. And so when I walked up in class and told Mr. McLean, they always asked, you know, Little Holbert, what do you want to play? Because that's what he called me, because I was real little at that time. And I told him I wanted to play drums because the first concert I went to see was James Brown. And his drummer was fascinating to me.
Oh, yeah.
So I wanted to play drums. And he looked at me and he said, no, saxophone, and then moved me out of the way. And that's how I ended up playing saxophone. And I'm pretty sure to this day, my dad told him, hey, T.E., you know, make my son play saxophone. And I picked it up, and there we go. So here I am, still playing.
The rest is history.
Yes.
All right. If you did not become a musician, what do you think you would be doing right now?
I would probably like to be an attorney. I like figuring things out. I like researching and giving opinions and things like that. And when I was in high school, that's what my guidance counselor told me. She said, you would probably be a good attorney. That's
not a bad plan B at all.
Yeah. You know, and it probably maybe even gotten into government or politics or something like that, because I'm very interested in history and current events and how history affects current events. It's pretty fascinating to me. That's probably what I would be doing. Yeah.
Oh, wow. I really didn't like history when I was going to school. Give me some English and biology and we good. All that other stuff.
Yeah, I hated history all through school too, myself.
I did average, yeah.
But as I got older, I started realizing how history affects me personally, you know, and how current events go. And that's why I say, you know, history would be great. I love it.
Okay. How would you describe the music that you typically create?
It's different from the norm because, a lot of people, they want to create something commercial and make money and this. And believe me, I want to make money, but I want to also bring about something creative, mostly things that make people think and feel, not so much bobbing their heads or patting their feet. That's all great. Love to do that. But something that touches someone somewhere. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
That's that's what music is really all about. If you can really reach the soul, if you can really through your music, that's what makes it amazing.
Exactly. And so
Yeah.
that's what I try to do, with all the songs and stuff. I mean, we play the up tempo things, and we try to, do the whole head bobbing thing and make people dance, what have you, and do some smooth jazz. But for the
Right.
most part, I want to do stuff that makes people think.
That's good. Wow. Okay. So what is your creative process like?
Honestly, it's not really a process. It's mostly just inspiration
Okay.
because I might see something on TV or see something in life,
Mm-hmm.
and it just triggers something that goes, whoa, that's a song. Or see
Yeah.
something, or even hear a song like the one I just did. Well, that triggers a whole lot of other creative possibilities just from listening to that one song. You can think of
Mm-hmm.
all kinds of tunes that could go along with that to complement it. So I wouldn't say it's a process, so to speak, as much as it is just inspiration.
Do you play by ear or do you play by
I
ear in
read,
music
yeah, I
too?
read and play by ear.
Okay.
I play by ear mostly now because the way the industry is, unless you're, going into a studio and, the guys that are cutting the record, they have the charts right in front of you. You go in there, you look at the chart, you read it down one time, and then you play, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, when I get called to go do sideman gigs on different bands, they just send me a list of songs. And sometimes they'll actually send me the keys, but you just go in and by ear, you just pick it up and play.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's when it's a gift more than a talent. I mean, everybody can't play by ear.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
beautiful thing.
Yeah.
If you could open a show for any artist, who would that be? I know
Uh,
you've already been with quite a few greats, but if you could open with any artist, who would that be?
wow, that's hard. I have two of my favorite
Who are your
artists.
two favorites?
Well, I would love to open a show for the Yellow Jackets. And
Okay.
yeah, they're just off the hook for me. I mean, just the complexity of their songs, just incredible. And or Kirk Whalum. Absolutely love Kirk's music.
I
I love
love
it.
Kirk Whalen too.
Yeah,
I got a chance to meet Kirk Whalen when I was going to Texas Southern University in Houston. He came to the radio station, and I
yeah,
was actually in there. And I have a picture, and I've been trying to find my pictures. I have pictures with different artists, and I don't know where it is. I moved, and I don't know where it is, but I'm
yeah.
gonna find it. That was
That is
like
so funny.
1990 or something. Yeah.
Yeah, I used to. I lived in Houston when Kirk was in Houston at Texas Southern, and so when he started kind of playing
Small
around.
world.
Yeah, yeah, I used to live in Houston. And he used to play around town all the time, and I'd go and see him all the time. Just say, "Hey, that's Kirk. Hey, Kirk, how you doing?"
Wow.
And yeah, yeah. And he started kind of really getting his feet, involved. And next thing I knew, he was cutting records with Bob James and had flown off to LA and all that sort of thing. So
Yeah, he's a really
really,
down there guy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Um, if you could change anything about the industry, what would that be?
I know this sounds weird,
Let me hear
but I'm a weird guy. I would I would I would like to see us go back to vinyl records, to be honest with you.
the 33s and the 45s.
Yes, ma'am. And
Wait,
and
wait,
the
wait, wait,
reason
wait, wait, Rob.
uh
Sure, you know what a 45 and a 33 is? She's like,
she doesn't have a clue.
My, fir- my first
Poor
thought was
thing.
definitely not going to be correct.
go ahead. I'm sorry.
But, there was a certain warmth in putting that record on and hearing that needle get on there. It was just a different thing. With the digital format, it kind of took that out of there. Everything is so clean and perfect. so nowadays. And secondly, it makes it real difficult for people to just get music for free, put it like that.
Yeah, quite a few artists have said that, especially with the COVID-19 pandemic. It
Yeah.
has really changed a lot, and now
Yeah.
everything is virtual and everything is online, and
Yeah.
so we have to figure out another way for artists to be compensated for their gift instead of it just being, just taken. So yeah.
Right. Right. I mean, most people nowadays, the people that I talk with anyway, they have they're under the impression that music is free. Uh, and that and one of the things I've asked my band members to do is when they're going to perform somewhere, do not use the word "I'm going to go play," because in the minds of people who are not musicians, when you say "I'm going to go play," or "You're going to go have fun," why would you need to get paid for that? Well,
Oh, okay.
yeah, really. So it's work for us. When I go and set up for a gig someplace, especially if I have to bring PA and lights and all of that stuff, I'm there hours early and we do the shows, and then I'm there hours afterwards trying to get it all out. It's a full day.
Yes.
So yeah. So and I'm not greedy. I'm not trying to get rich off of, every single thing that I do. But we have to make people understand that it's not that we're just playing. I mean, we're actually performing and working. So I'm trying to, just by myself, I guess, trying to change the mindset of people.
That's good. Yeah. Okay. What advice would you give an aspiring young saxophonist or vocalist?
Practice. Practice. I mean, you probably hear that all the time. Whenever you ask
Mhm.
a musician, they say, what would you tell your younger self, or what would you tell people who are coming up? Practice. One of the most important things is to be proficient at your craft. I'm not saying that, you've got to be John Coltrane or you've got to be Luther Vandross on every song and all that sort of thing like that. Be you, but make sure you're the best you that you can be.
That's
Uh,
good.
yeah. And then no matter what it is you do, as long as you do it well, an audience will find you. You know, that's just my philosophy behind it, and it seems to work.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, finally, do you have any shout outs for any special people that have supported you through your musical journey that you want to say hi? They might be on, they might see it
Wow.
later.
Let's see. I mean, I could keep you on here all night shouting out people who have helped. Obviously, my wife. I mean, she's the
Yeah,
one
don't want to
that.
get in trouble. Don't forget that. Yes, that's important.
She actually, and the stories like this. I mean, I played music for a long, long time, way back in the day, and I went through all of the Chitlin circuit things and what have you. And things happened in life, and I did not play music again. I gave it up for
Oh,
about 15 years. And then I got remarried to my present wife, and we were
mm,
sitting around watching TV one night, and Kirk Whalum came on TV. And I was telling her, I said, yeah, I remember Kirk down there in Houston back in the day, yada, yada, yada. We laughed and talked about that. And then she asked me point blank, well, why did you stop playing? And I gave her the reason and told her, and she said, oh, that's ridiculous. Go get a horn. And so I went out, I bought a little student model saxophone. And I was just going to doodle around the house and, let that be it.
mhm.
But God has ways of working things into your life unexpectedly,
That's
but
right.
you appreciate them. Uh,
Hmm.
yeah, people who didn't even know me start calling. Hey, can you come play this? Come play that. Uh,
Wow.
yeah, I worked a full-time job up until I retired. So I was a senior analyst for a medical company.
Okay.
So yeah, senior credit analyst. And so I've been playing all this time, and one thing's led to another, and just things fall in place. I mean, I've done some good things. I've got an invitation to go with another lady. I'll give her a shout out. Her name is Brigitte Rideau. She's a jazz vocalist in this area, and she was going on a short tour with a vocalist who does Frank Sinatra stuff
Hmm.
to Dubai. They went to the Middle East, and they needed a saxophone player, and she called me. So I would definitely give her a shout out because she helped put me on the map in the eyes of certain people. My friend Keith Anderson, awesome saxophone player. Uh, Another friend that got me started in the business here in Dallas area is Lenny Nance. Uh, In fact, if you want somebody to interview, he would be a great one.
Okay, I'm going
Yeah,
to call.
Lenny Nance, Tom Brownlee. It's just so many. I mean, I have a whole lot of people that I owe a debt of gratitude to. And like I said, I could keep you on here till way past midnight just naming names, because nobody does this thing by themselves. Somebody
Right.
helps everybody.
Exactly. That's right.
Yeah.
That's good. Well, Rob, I know there are other things you could be doing on a Friday night, and I just really appreciate you coming to hang out with us. You going to do one more selection for us before you get out of here?
Yeah, I may as well do something here right in Bob your heads too. I think let me see if I got a little Grover Washington or something here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Rob Holbert.
If I can find it here. got y'all.
Thank you so much, Rob. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And best wishes on your future endeavors. And I'd love for you to come back whenever you have time and come hang out with us again on Friday Night Live.
It would be my pleasure. I thoroughly enjoyed it, Kat. Appreciate you having me on.
Yes, sir. You take care and have a great weekend.
All right. You do the same.
Okay.
All
Bye-bye.
right. Bye-bye.
Did you all enjoy that? That was my good friend, national recording artist, Rob Holbert. OMG. Well, we're going to keep the ball rolling. Let me tell you about my next guest. Let me tell you about this queen right here. Woo-hoo-hoo. I've known her for several years and I'm so proud of her. She is a college career counselor and she is now an inspiring author. And I just had to have her come and talk about her new book, A Black Girl's Journey. Please welcome to Friday Night Live, my good friend, Tasha Burnett.
Hi. Can you hear me?
Hey, yeah, I can hear you fine.
Okay,
How are
okay.
you?
I'm good. How are you, Kat?
Fine. Let me change your background because we're talking about college now.
Oh.
Yeah. How are you? It is really good to see you.
Likewise. Thank you for inviting me. I really
Oh, yes.
appreciate it.
Let me turn you up some. So, Tasha, I am just so proud of you. This book, A Black Girl's Journey, the college years. This is what we're going to be talking about today.
Yes.
And actually, I have two to give away for the good people that are watching.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So I got some questions for you. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Is this your first book?
So this is my first published book.
So what had happened was
I say that because I have some friends that I grew up with, and they always used to joke and call me Pauline, kind of like the Paul in the Bible, because they used to always talk about how I always would write them these long epistles and letters, and so I'll just joke and say it's my first published book, but I've always loved writing.
All right. Okay. So when did you first realize you wanted to be a writer?
It wasn't so much of me realizing I wanted to be a writer. I just knew that I had a purpose and a passion to really prepare, particularly our minority students, for college success.
Yeah.
And I knew that this was one of the ways that I needed to kind of get information out.
Okay. How long did it take you to write this book?
So if technically, because the book is about the story of my college journey, at least my undergrad years, I would say it took me, I finished undergrad in 2000. So that's a pretty long time to have that information in you and not put it to paper. But I think during that time, I just needed to be developed. I was a school counselor. I was before that, a mental health counselor, and now I'm a college career counselor. So all of that stuff's kind of like helped to develop
Who you
my
are,
expertise and who I am. And it's just like my experience, like I kind of understood why I went through it. And but once I got the vision, literally what happened is I started a nonprofit, and somebody at my job kind of just really challenged me. And she was like, okay, so, what else are you going to do? And I was like thinking, and just one night, like literally the idea came in my mind, and I started thinking about it. And then I just kind of wrote down what I was thinking at that time. Cause I'm the type, if I don't go ahead and write it down, I'll forget it. And after I did that, after I started, the process was not long.
Okay.
Once I started, it wasn't long, but getting to the starting point, it took some time.
Okay. So if I go on ahead and just start writing it
I'm
down,
telling you,
then
if you
it's just gonna come
start,
through.
and I think the other key though for me is it wasn't hard to write because I was telling my story.
Nobody can tell your story as good as you can. That's for
And
sure.
so it was not as hard. And then because I'm so passionate about it. So like
Yeah.
it wasn't something that I had to work hard for. And it wasn't something that I'm not doing daily. So I was already had that kind of this knowledge. So it wasn't
Yeah.
hard for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that kind of answered my next question. I was going to say, where did you get your information or idea about the book? But you kind of said that already.
Yeah.
So explain your title.
So I titled it A Black Girl's Journey. I want to preface that by saying it doesn't mean that the book is only tailored for Black girls.
Mhm.
It's just coming from a Black girl's experience. And I think our experience is mimicked by other people, like, of course, as African American, and then even as some of our Latino and Asian students that may come from minority backgrounds where they now don't necessarily live in households where the college going culture is something that's vivid in
Yeah.
their home.
Yeah.
So I think it's applicable. But I just wanted to tell it from my experience as a Black woman, because to be honest, I feel like I don't want to. I just think we unlock the key for a lot of things in our communities and our families. And so I just kind of wanted to tell my experience because I think it's unique.
Yeah.
And then just provide a platform for other Black women. I am currently pursuing my doctorate, and that's something that a lot of Black women, have aspirations to do. So I just knew that this was just something that I wanted to kind of continue so that I can inspire other Black women as well.
Hey, that's what it's all about, for sure. Okay, so let me see. What was one of the most surprising things you learned while you were creating this book? I'm gonna put it up here while you're talking about it.
One of the surprising things I learned, that's an interesting question. I guess one of the surprising things I learned is like what I said, like, I think in our heads, we make tasks out to be more difficult than they really are. And I think the most thing that surprised me is as I started to do it, even as I published the book, like I was so surprised about the immediate support that I received. I was really surprised about people who read it and said, "Oh my God, like this was good." That's what I was surprised about, because you do stuff and you think people are gonna be like, "What?" But I think that surprised me the most, that it was received, and then it was received in a way that I didn't necessarily expect. So I had to like repent. And I told God, I was like, "I'm sorry," because my expectations wasn't as big as what you had planned for me. So I think that's what surprised me most, that the process, once I started it, it kind of became like it was, I'm not saying it's not work. Now, I'm not saying it's
like
not work.
You birthed it out. Yeah.
Exactly. And it was a joy to do. It wasn't like it was, I can't explain it, but it was just a joy to do.
Yeah. I had a chance to look at it, and you have some really interesting chapters. You have positive peer pressure. You have you talk about the college application process, which is very important. I mean, especially for parents and students.
Extremely.
You talk about the journey in college, mental health, and bad roommates. Can we talk about just a little bit on that?
So one of the things that we have to prepare, because we try to prepare them academically, we try to prepare them financially, but we don't do a good job. But there's so many facets to college success, and sometimes people don't really focus on those things as like interpersonal relationships and conflict resolution and mental health. And so I kind of just talked about how I went through a process, and I think most people do when they go to college, of identity crisis. You're trying to figure out your gifts, your purpose. And I particularly talk about bad roommates, because I tell my kids and they laugh all the time. I have some really horrible stories about bad roommates. And if you don't go in already prepared to negotiate those relationships with people that you're literally sharing and living in a
The
space with,
room, yeah. Mhm.
that it can, I've known students that left colleges because they didn't get along with people that they were living with, you know what I mean? Or made bad choices. So I just thought it was important to talk about that because it can really impact your college experience.
Yeah. I mean, I remember when I went away to college, it was a cultural shock for me,
Oh, yeah.
big time. And I didn't do too well. I had to leave it for a minute, and I went back to college in my adult years and I finished, but it wasn't the best time of my
Yeah.
life, if I can put it like that.
Yeah. And then imagine, going into an environment where you're having to, like, even you grew up in certain values and faith and people around you are not doing it. And then you have a roommate that is totally living something separate than what you grew up and accustomed to. Because I mean, literally, I had roommates that were doing really inappropriate things in my room, and I'm just like, Lord, either I'm gonna like go off on these people or they gonna. So I just wanted to explain to them some of the situations that can happen because some crazy stuff can happen on the college campus.
Yes.
So
Yes. Now it's just gotten dangerous now compared to the things that we had to deal with is almost nothing of what these babies are dealing with now, the different types of challenges. And
oh, for
when you talk about
sure.
the mental health aspect and just, I mean, they have so many other things that they have to deal with that we just didn't.
Yeah, like it's actually I had one of my, because as part of my role as a college advisor is I also work with our alumni that are in college and follow them and support them. So I'm
Okay.
an alumni support, and I just hear some of the stories, even with just the environment that we've been in this last administration. They have experienced things that I didn't experience, even as far as I had to deal with more overt racism or,
Yeah.
but no, like blatant,
In your
things
face.
to
Yeah.
their face.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's just something they have to be prepared for. If they're not prepared for it, they're going to either rise to the occasion because they're just real resilient and can do it, or they're going to sink.
And then
So,
also the pandemic.
yeah.
Like my students, they've had a hard time because we are doing our lectures Zoom. I mean, instead of classroom, it's just different. It's a big
Exactly.
adjustment. So yeah, I agree with you on that one. Okay, so where I got to talking and forgot where my questions are. Girl, this is good. Are you all enjoying Tasha? You all make sure you all send her some likes and some loves and encourage her.
Hey,
Okay.
Karen. I saw Karen say hello. Hey.
That's my BFF right there. Okay, so tell me about do you have any other book or projects that you're working on?
So actually, this is the first book of a 3-book series that
Oh,
I'm going
wow.
to do. So the first one was A Black Girl's Journey, the college years.
Mhm.
And then I'll be writing A Black Girl's Journey, the graduate years, just
Oh,
talking
yes.
about my graduate school experience and all of that. And then my hope is to write the third book about Black Girl's Journey, the doctorate years, which I
Oh,
am going
wow.
through now. So that's my plan for it to be a series, and
Mhm.
not necessarily just tailored towards specifically college. This one I did because I really had a passion. I want people to go to college prepared. But like
Mhm.
even the one for the graduate years, I just want to talk about what it's like to be a Black woman. And you get that degree, right? And when you get that degree, you find out that this job and this salary that you thought would be an automatic, like how you still have to fight for your place and significance, and just
Right.
kind of how that rolled out for me. And then with student loan debt, how that all played out. So
Yeah.
I just want to look. I'm like, as much student loan debt they didn't put me in, I'm going to tell everybody. I'm a scream to the mountaintop. If they don't choose to make different decisions that I did, I put it out there for them. But I'm like really passionate about people making decisions that will not just that you will come out of college with a degree, but in a healthy financial position,
Right,
so
because
that you
that's
can start
bondage.
off.
It's like a
Yeah,
financial bondage, and
exactly.
it kind of stagnates things that you could be doing if you had the funds to do it. I get it because I know.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, okay. So Tasha, I have 2 books that I want to give away.
Okay.
A Black Girl's Journey, the College Years, Your Solution Guide for a Puzzling College Process. And I want to bless to parents, if there are parents on here, or if you have, this is like geared toward high school to college, right?
Exactly.
So if you have
However, like if it's a parent, if it's an aunt, anybody
yeah,
that
yeah,
can talk to somebody or inspire somebody that they know that's doing it, like the principals will be very helpful.
yeah. So I want to have them put something in the comments, and then Cheryl's going to do she has like a little tally lottery thing, and it picks the people based on the numbers or something like that. I don't know. She does something over there. Okay, so let's see. What should we put in the comments, Cheryl? What would be something good to put in the comments, Tasha? What should they put if they want the book?
Just put
College years.
college years.
College years. Okay. I got 2 books to give away. So you guys, if you know someone that could be blessed by this book, and it has some really excellent chapters in here, I'm sure it would be very useful for somebody that's getting ready to try to go to college. If you want to go to college, put college years in there, and we got 2 books to give away while Tasha and I are talking. All right, Tasha. So I saw something on your feed. It said, let me show you. It said the Burnett. Let me see. I think
College and Career Advising Foundation.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about that. Let me put it up here so they can see. Yeah, and this is so pretty. Your colors are beautiful.
Thank you.
So I wanted to talk about that a little bit. Is that okay?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So what is the foundation, and like what is the mission or statement of it?
So the foundation is something that I created last year, just out of, again, a passion that I have to help our young people to have college success. And typically, I mean, in a nutshell, that's my mission. Basically, my mission is just to prepare students for college success. And I do that through providing them resources and information, and not just resources and information, but we're actually giving scholarships as well. So I want to be this hub where not only do we prepare them for all the facets of college, but also say, hey, we know it's hard. We know you need money. So let us help you on this journey. So it's pretty kind of comprehensive services.
Okay. I want to continue talking about that, but someone put in the comments, where can they purchase this book? So can you give like an insert,
Sure.
like where they can get that book?
So you can purchase the book on Amazon. Just put in A Black Girl's Journey, the college years. Even if you put in A Black Girl's Journey, it'll come up. It's available on Kindle, and it's always also available paperback. You can also go to my website. It's bccaf.org. And I'll actually have the direct link to Amazon on there.
Can they purchase more than one book?
Oh, for
there?
sure. Yeah.
Okay, because there somebody asked how can we purchase books?
You can purchase it, and if I've had some schools, just to say this because I don't know who's watching, I had some schools interested in purchasing, and if you want to purchase like a larger number of books, then go to my website, bccaf.org, and contact me. And then what we can do is do a purchase order for larger amounts instead
Cheryl,
of.
can you put that in the comments for me? Could you say it again, Tasha? She's going to put it in the comments.
Yes, the website is bccaf.org. And on there, they can just contact me. And that way we can do larger orders for I know some schools that wanted to order, and we did it that way.
Sister Pitts, I know her really well. She's retired. She used to do I think she was a principal, and she's really active with the students and everything. And so she wants to get some for the students. So we're putting it in the comments. Let me see. Is that right? bccaf.org. Right?
That is exactly right.
All right. Okay. So let's continue talking about the Burnett College and Career Advising Foundation. So where can parents and students get more information about this foundation, or if they want to donate? Do you take donations? Do
I
you?
absolutely take donations. It's a nonprofit organization. Donations are definitely tax deductible. And all the donations at this point are going to our scholarships.
Okay.
We also have a few opportunities for students to apply for emergency funds. You know, when you're in college, sometimes you need some books, or, something comes up, you have fees. There's so many fees, Kat, now at school.
I know, it's
like
ridiculous.
fees to get, like, so you pay for your tuition, then there is fees for you to have online access to submit the assignments for that class you didn't
It's
already
just
pay.
ridiculous. It's just
So
ridiculous.
it's
Yes.
just so we have some funds that were donated that are allocated for, if students have emergencies and they want to apply. But all that information is on the website.
The website that we got in the comments.
The website we have in the comments,
Okay.
and also a link to donate and GoFundMe. So
Okay.
it's all there.
Okay. Let me see. Would you like to share some words of encouragement to high schoolers and or parents of high schoolers as they prepare for college?
Yes. So I just want to encourage them, because the process can sometimes seem overwhelming, and you're making decisions. And the reality is these decisions are pretty much the first adult decisions that a lot of students are making for their lives and have a lasting impact. So I just want to let them know that information is available.
Yeah.
Sometimes you may not. Unfortunately, like, I went to a school, and it actually was a private school, and the counselor provided me with nothing. And that was unfortunate. So sometimes you do have to search out, and that's why I wanted to create this foundation, because I wanted to be a place where, people can get information. You don't ever have to worry about someone not wanting to help you.
Mhm.
I even tell the students, if I don't know it, I will help you find it out. So I just want to inspire them to really search, and let them know that they can do college. They can go, they can be successful. They can come out and not be in debt. But I will just admonish them that takes initiative. It takes them asking questions and working.
Mhm.
So, but I just want them to be encouraged, because I think sometimes people feel like it's not an opportunity for them to go. And it is. It's just that they don't know about the resources and
That
the
are out there.
information. Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly.
I wanted to put this in too, Tasha. Share with us how you help your high school seniors prepare for their future.
So I help them. So luckily at my school, like, I'm just like, I'm not like giving them plugs, but I am, because I wish it was something that I had. So literally,
Yeah.
I work with the seniors in class every day. So they have someone who literally takes them through every step of the college process. And it really starts junior year, because
Mhm.
they have a college and career prep class where they're researching colleges, learning about careers, and even learning about student loans and financial aid. So by the time they get to me, I'm like not starting from the beginning. And so
Mhm.
when they get to me, it's everything from, how do I choose a college that's a good fit for me?
Okay.
Also, I like to challenge, because I think because we are minorities and we don't have some of the privileges that other students have, I
Mhm.
challenge some of our mindset about college, and not make it such a we don't have the luxury of just going to college for this experience. And you know how some people,
Yeah.
you understand what I mean? They make
I
it
know
about,
exactly what yeah.
I want to go here because so many people go here and this is the good school. No, I help them to see that it's a decision about, just sometimes you have to sacrifice where you
Mhm.
go to make the best decisions. And if the school you really want to go to is going to put you in $80,000 of debt, that's not a good choice. You can find
Exactly.
another school, and then you can find another community give you what you was looking for at that school.
Mhm.
So I help them just to understand all of that information. I even help them with stuff like interpersonal relationships. How do you connect with people? Because the reality is a lot of our kids are social media driven now. So they have to learn this is what's going to happen. Go in, set some boundaries with your roommates, set some boundaries with what you want to do. How do you handle when you're going to be confronted with things you never done and you feel temptation? So it's just like, it's everything. It's health. Is how do you keep yourself engaged with the community? How do you network and develop yourself? It's like this whole, they have a whole year to just go through all these facets of college so that they can be as prepared as they can be. Now, mind you, some things they just have to learn that they have to learn. And I'll tell you, it's some students that I can say all day certain things, but they have to learn by experience.
You got to go through it. Yeah,
exactly. But just preparing them. So they're not going to college and they're like, they're going in and it's like, oh, Miss Burnett told me this. But you know what? I kind of I got some keys. I got some, things that I can do to kind of work around this.
Okay. So that was good. That was really good. Thanks for the encouragement and thank you for sharing how you're helping our high school students. You're right. Like we really didn't have I don't remember having
the only thing my counselor, and I remember I had to seek her out, was because I needed some transcripts. I don't ever remember them talking to me about college, what the opportunity was. No one even told me how to complete scholarships. So I was going to school with the little grants I got and all loans. It was just really really unfortunate. But what I say is that experience ignited this in me. So I just try to look at it as it was preparing me to help some other people.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Well, Tasha, we got some winners.
All right.
Yeah, our first winner is Stan Pirtle. He's actually on Facebook.
Hey, Stan.
And Missy Sanders.
Hey, Missy.
Yes. So I'm going to need your physical addresses so I can send A Black Girl's Journey, the College Years, your solution guide for the puzzling college process. I have an inbox on my Facebook page. If you would go there and send me your mailing address, I'm going to send it to you. Stan Pirtle and Missy Sanders. Congratulations.
Congratulations, guys.
Yeah. Well, this is really good. This was really good. And you know what?
I'm enjoying talking to you. I feel like I'm talking a lot, but I'm enjoying
We're just having a conversation. It's good to talk to you because I haven't talked to you so long. But what I want to say is I think this is really good conversation, especially, with this being the spring semester and people are preparing for their first year, which is starting in the fall.
And
we should really do this probably more often.
Look different. Oh, yes. It's something that definitely needs to be a continual conversation.
Yeah. So I will be bugging you again soon.
Look, I'm telling you, if there is never a time where I'm not willing to help some people with this journey.
Yes. Yes. Especially when they're trying to better themselves. You're trying to go to college to better, have a good career, whatever. You come out and you're full of debt and you just can't.
It's the setup.
In some countries, they don't even pay for school. They don't even have to pay for school. It's just,
come on.
It's crazy.
It should be free. I ain't gonna say that.
It should be free. I agree. So my daughters, I think, are over here hunting Dr. Watts or something, but
it definitely should.
But yeah. But Tasha, I just want to thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming on and encouraging us and sharing your book with us and encouraging the students and the parents that have high schoolers that are getting ready to go to college. They need that. I mean, and like you said, like some people, they don't know they want to go, but they don't know the resources. I mean, you gave some really excellent nuggets in the interview and that people can really take. So thank you so much.
And I just encourage people to go to the website. Like I do videos, I'll be doing more, just kind of talking to them through the process of each step. So hopefully it can be helpful and just they can shoot me an email, let me know, and I'll try to be helpful.
All right. You all, did they send some hearts and likes to Tasha? You all send some hearts and likes. They are loving the conversation.
Oh, hi guys. I don't see the likes in the comments.
You can see it later when you get off here. You'll be able to see it all. Yeah. Yeah. So Tasha, you have a great weekend.
Likewise.
Blessings on your future endeavors. I am so proud of you. This is really awesome. You jumped out the boat and did this. I've been saying I was gonna I still, but you said you just gotta get started.
You just gotta start.
I gotta find it. Yeah.
You
So
gotta start.
yeah, this is really awesome. And it's so the covering, y'all, is like I was doing this when I was talking to Tasha yesterday. We was doing it's so soft. It's like this, it's a different type. You want to feel it?
And you don't. And so let me say this
It is.
before you go, just to encourage people. You don't have to have a publisher. You can publish yourself. You can self-publish your own book. So
Oh, that's
I'm
another interview.
You have to.
I'm just saying.
All right. Okay.
So thank you, Kat. I really appreciate it.
Oh yeah, yeah. And we'll be talking again soon. I feel it. I mean, because we got students that are constantly trying to go to college. They want to do better, and they need to hear some of this.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
They don't tell us none of this.
my daughter said, yeah, they don't tell us none of this.
Yeah. No, they don't. Well, I mean, and that's part of it's intentional, but that's okay.
Yeah, that's why we got you.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Well, love you, girl. You take
Love
care.
you too. Thank you.
All right. We'll talk again soon.
All righty. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye-bye. Did you all enjoy that? Tasha Burnett. She's a college career counselor and inspiring author. Congratulations to the two that won the book today. Oh, did you enjoy that, Cheryl?
Yes, I did, Mother.
Yes, that was some good stuff, wasn't it?
I have to say, she is not wrong about you need to know who you living with, and you could get.
Oh, I felt that. You got a quickening.
I think there's one specific roommate that I almost went to jail for. She is so right. They do not tell you this stuff at all.
Wow. Okay. I didn't. I'm glad you didn't go to jail.
Yeah, me too.
I had to mortgage the house and try to get you out the jailhouse. Okay. All right. So. Oh, awesome. Okay, so I want to tell you about my college professor. His name is Dr. Cedric Rice, and we are promoting his book, Stepdads Showing Up and Showing Out. This book is amazing. It has excellent tips for navigating the complex world of a blended family. And in this book, he shares his journey as a stepfather and a father. So if you know any men in your life that could use some encouragement, that they might be stepfathers or fathers, this is a great book. You can find this book at Amazon, Barnes & Noble. Let me see where else. I'm going to move my light. Barnes & Noble and the iUniverse online retail websites. And the keywords are stepdads, showing up, and showing out. That's Dr. Cedric Rice. That's my genetics. That was my genetics teacher. Ooh, he was tough too. Ooh, yes, he was. So you all make sure you all check out this book as well. Okay, Cheryl. Let's do our accolades. Yeah, let's thank Rod Holbert. Yes, did you enjoy him?
Yes, I did.
Yes, he was amazing. And we got the exclusive. We got an exclusive. We got the exclusive on Friday Night Live. I just feel so honored. I just feel so that's just wonderful. He really made my evening. Okay, so you all check out his music. You can find more information about Rob Holbert on robholbert.com. And again, Tasha. I muted myself. Okay. What is the last thing you heard? Oh, we didn't hear anything? Did we hear Rob? Did we hear about Rob?
We heard Tasha, and that's it.
Okay, so Tasha, okay, we want to say thank you so much to Tasha, inspiring author and college career counselor. She gave some really great nuggets for high schoolers that are preparing to go to college. And next week, guess who's coming next week? OMG. Bam! National recording artist Carl Cox. Y'all not ready. Y'all not ready.
No, they ain't ready.
He will be here next week at Friday Night Live. Cheryl, you want to do a few Cheryl shout outs before we get out of here?
Sure, I sure will.
Wait, which one do you want? Anyone I picked?
The second. Yeah.
Ooh, you jazzy, Sharon. You jazzy.
Right? Hey, guys. Hey. All right. So let's see. Hey to Kimberly Rogers. Hey, Kimberly. Glad you came out here. Gigi came back out too. Hey, Gigi. Mwah. We got Virginia Mobley came back out as well. Hey, Virginia. Charles Neal, what up? Let's see here. We got Auntie Ada. Hey, Auntie Ada. We got Auntie Mamie. We got the whole fam out here. What up? We got Lillian Williams. Glad to see you back. Welcome back. Terry Jackson, welcome. I hope you enjoyed the show. We got Team Cradle up in here. More fam. Woo woo.
Hold on a second, Cheryl. Tasha actually put her email in the comments, so I have it on the screen. Excuse me, so you all can reach out to Tasha. Her email address is Tasha Burnett at bccaf.org. Thank you, Tasha. Okay, go ahead.
All right. Thank you, Tasha. Great knowledge. Saying, just beautiful knowledge. Hey, Sherry Johnson. Glad you came out here
Hey,
too.
Evangelist Sherry.
Oh, congratulations, Stan Pirtle.
Yes, congratulations, Stan.
Glad you made it out to the show. We got Charlene, the Stamp Keeper Blair, up in the house as well. Hi.
That is Queen Stamp Keeper to you. Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. I'm sorry. I misspoke. Queen Stamp Keeper. You are right. I misspoke. Hey, Miss Deborah Pitts.
Hey,
Good to
Sister
see
Deb.
you. Let's see who else we got out here. Oh, we also have Lady Jackson up
Hey,
here.
Lady Jackson.
Lady Jackson. We got Portland Ward. Hey, Portland.
Hey, Portland.
We got Karan. Hey, girl.
Hey, sis.
Hey, girl. We got Auntie Karen came out, too.
Hey, sis. Big sis.
Gotta love to see Auntie Karen. We got Walter Williams. Glad to see you back out here again.
You know what? He's on here. Wait a minute. That is Walter Williams is the president of the NAACP Edwardsville branch in Madison County. And we will be doing another COVID vaccine discussion. That's going to be Monday. This information is actually on my Friday Night Live page. You are welcome to join. I have actually 3 doctors that are going to be on the panel, along with the director of public health of Madison County. So the doctor that was on with us, remember Dr. Alford? Mm-hmm. He's going to be on there. Dr. Ronald Rembert Jr., he's going to be on there, and Carl Lambert. And with the help of Dr. Rembert, I was able to get all 3 of them to be on this panel. So they're going to be answering questions about the COVID vaccine. That's this Monday. It's a Zoom call, and you can get the information. Go to my Friday Night Live page. All right.
Let's see if we got anybody else on the shout out. Oh, we got Miss Tina Wilson. Miss Tina came back out to see us. Hi. Yeah, Bonnie Wilson as well. Hey, Bonnie.
Hey, Bonnie.
Glad to see you. And we have Brother Esau. And that's it, guys. Glad you guys came out. Mwah.
She gave you all a hug and kisses.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you guys have a great weekend. Some love hugs. Our website is almost complete. We're still doing some construction. So when you have time, go check it out. We got some new things on there. Some big love hugs. And anything else, Cheryl?
Oh, I gotta say hi to Portland Ward's grandson. Hi. She's watching with her grandson.
Hey, Portland Ward's grandson. All right. Is that it?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. I do not take it lightly. There are a lot of other things you can be doing on a Friday night than hanging out with me. I love you guys. Thank you so much. And I will see you next Friday. All right. Right here.